Good morning, students. I am your maths teacher Nahid Siddiqui, and today we are going to discuss our next topic factors and multiples for class 4th. So, let's start our first topic factors. When a number divides another number exactly, then the divisor is called a factor. As we know that 4 divides 12 exactly, therefore 4 is the factor of 12 and 6 multiply 8 is equals to 48. So therefore 6 and 8 both are the factor of 48. Let's see with some examples. Example 1. Find the factor of 58. Here we see first in first pair 1 multiply 58 is equals to 58. As we divide 1 divided by 58, we get 58. And if we divide 58 divided by 58, we get 1. Which means 58 is divisible by 1 and 58. So, our first pair is 1 multiply 58 is equals to 58. Now, pair 2 is 2 multiply 29 is equals to 58. We have to divide 2 divided by 58. We get 29 as quotient, and if we divide 29 divided by 58, so we get 2 as the quotient, which means 58 is divisible by 2 and 29. Thus, the factor of 58 is 1, 2, 29 and 58. Now the second example is find the factor of 81. Here also we have to find the pair of numbers which gives the product 81. So the first pair is 1 multiply 81 is equal to 81, and the second pair is 3 multiply 27 is equal to 81, and the third pair is 9 multiply 9 is equal to 81. Thus, the factors of 81 are 1, 3, 9, 27 and 81. Here have you noticed 9 is written 2 times but we have took only 1 time. So means if any number is written twice, so you have to take only single of that number. Now let's discuss the properties of factor. So every non-zero number has a limited number of factors. For example, all factors of 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And the second, 1 is a factor of every number and it is the smallest factor of that number. Third, every non-zero number is the largest factor of itself. For example, the largest factor of 12 is 12. You can see this in the first property. Now, every non-zero number is a factor of 0. For example, 2 is the factor of 0 and 18 is the factor of 0. Now the last one is every factor of a number is either less than or equal to the given number. Note, 0 is not a factor of any number. Now let's discuss highest common factors or HCF. So here you can see from the name of this topic, highest common factor means you have to find the highest common factor of the given numbers. So let's see with an example. Find the HCF of 16 and 23. So first we have to find the factors of 16. So first we see 16 is equals to 1 multiply 16. 16 is equals to 2 multiply 8. 16 is equals to 4 multiply 4. So here factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Now see for the factor of 23. So you can see 23 is already a prime number. So it has only two factors, 1 and 23, which means 23 is not divisible by any other number. So factor of 23 are 1 and 23. So common factor of 16 and 23 is only 1. So therefore HCF of 16 and 23 is 1. Now let's talk about natural numbers. The set of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on are called natural numbers. Natural numbers are of two types. First prime number and composite number. Here I would like to remind you that any given number has 1 and itself as its factors. Now let's discuss prime numbers and composite number. First, prime number. A natural number having exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself, is called prime number. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, etc. These all numbers having only two factors, first 1 and the second is the number itself. So these all are example of prime numbers. Now the smallest prime number is 2. Now let's see composite number. The natural number having more than two factors is called a composite number. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, etc. Here you can see 4 is divisible by 1, 2 and 4. 6 is divisible by 1, 2, 3 and 6 and so on. All the numbers are divisible by more than two numbers. So these are composite number. Now here one note. 1 is neither prime nor composite number. Prime factorization. You can see with the name of the topic, prime factorization. It means factorize the number by prime numbers. See, prime factorization is to write a number as a product of its prime factors. There are two methods to find a prime factorization. First, repeated division method. Second, building a factor tree method. First, repeated division method. So, we must follow these steps to solve prime factorization by division method. Step 1. Divide the number by the smallest prime number. Write the quotient below the dividend. Step 2. Continue to divide the quotient with the smallest possible number till the quotient is 1. Step 3. Write the number as the product of its prime factors. Arrange in ascending order. Let's see with an example. Find the prime factorization of 180. So here you can see 180 is an even number and we have to divide this with the smallest prime number. So smallest prime number is 2 and 180 is an even number, so we can divide 180 by 2. We get 90 as quotient. So we have to write 90 below the 180. Again we have to divide 90 by the smallest prime number, and as 90 is an even number, so you can divide this by 2. After dividing we get 45. See, 45 again we have to divide by the smallest prime number, but here 45 is an odd number, so it is not divisible by 2. So we have to take the next smallest prime number, which is 3, and 45 is completely divisible by 3, and we get 15 as quotient. So we have to write 15 below the 45. Now 15 is also odd number, so 15 is divisible by 3, so we get 5. Now 5 is already a prime number, so it is only divisible by 5, which gives 1. So prime factorization of 180 is equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Second method of building factor tree. We must follow these steps to solve the prime factorization by factor tree method. Step 1. Write the given number as a pair of its factors. Step 2. Continue this process till we get all the factors that are prime numbers. Step 3. Write the number as the product of a prime factors arranged into ascending order. Let's see with an example. Find the prime factorization of 180, which is same as previous. Now we have to do this with factor tree method. So first we have divided 180 into two product form, 18 into 10. Now 18 is also a composite number and 10 is also a composite number, which means we have to again divide this into 3 and 6. 3 multiplied 6 is equals to 18, and for 10 you have to multiply 2 into 5, which gives you 10. Now see, here we get 3, 2, 5 as prime numbers, but 6 is again a composite number, so we have to further solve this. So we get 2 multiplied 3, which is prime number. Now we get all the prime numbers at the end, so here our factorization is over. Now we have to write all the prime numbers in a ascending order. Prime factorization of 180 is equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Here you can see both method gives you the same prime factorization for 180. Now example 2. Find the prime factorization of 99. So 99 we have to divide into two form. So first 11 multiply 9 gives you 99, and as you can see 11 is already a prime number, so you cannot further divide this by any other number, but 9 is a composite number, so you can divide this. So you get 3 into 3 gives you 9, which means at the end we have 11, 3, 3 as a prime number. So the prime factorization of 99 is equals to 3 into 3 into 11. Now, what are multiples? When two numbers multiply together, then their product is called as the multiples. In other hand, when a number divides another number exactly, then the dividend is called a multiple of the divisor, which means if any number divides with any other number exactly, then the dividend of the number is called multiples. You can see here 8 divides 32 exactly, therefore 32 is the multiple of 8. Here 32 is the dividend and 8 is the divisor. Similarly, if 7 multiply 9 is equals to 63, so therefore 63 is the multiple of 7 and 9 both. Hope you understood this. Let's see with an example. Example, find the multiples of 12. So here you can see 12 multiply 0 gives you 0. 12 multiply 1 gives you 12. 12 multiply 2 is equals to 24. 12 multiply 3 is equals to 36. 12 multiply 4 is equals to 48. 12 multiply 5 is equals to 60. 12 multiply 6 is equals to 72. 12 multiply 7 is equals to 84. 12 multiply 8 is equals to 96. 12 multiply 9 is equals to 108. 12 multiply 10 is equals to 120, and so on. So here multiples of 12 are 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, and so on. Here you can see multiples are, in simple words you can say multiples are same as the tables, which you all know already. Now the property of multiples. First, every non-zero number has unlimited number of multiples. For example, multiple of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 110, 120, 1000, 10,000, and so on. Second, every number comes in table of 1. So, every number is a multiple of 1. Third, every number is a multiple of itself. For example, 6 multiply 1 is equals to 6. Therefore, 6 is a multiple of 6. Next, 0 is the multiple of every non-zero number. For example, 0 multiply 8 is equals to 0. Therefore, 0 is a multiple of 8. Now the last one, every multiple of a number is either greater than or equal to the given number. For example, multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and so on. Here you can see all the numbers, all the multiples of 7 are greater than 7, and 7 is the number itself, so it is equal to the number. Now let's see what are lowest common multiples, LCM. Here you can see with the name of the topic, here we have to find the lowest common multiple of all the numbers. So let's see with some examples. First, find the LCM of 9 and 12. Solution, multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, and so on. And multiple of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, and so on. So here common multiple of 9 and 12 are 36 and 72. But we have to find the lowest common multiples. So therefore LCM of 9 and 12 is 36, because 36 is the lowest common of these multiples. Second, find the LCM of 3, 4, and 6. Solution, multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and so on. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32 and so on. And multiple of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 and so on. Here also common multiples of 3, 4 and 6 are 12 and 24 because 12 and 24 are common in all three multiples. So here also we have to find the lowest common multiple. Therefore, LCM of 3, 4 and 6 is 12 because 12 is the lowest common number of the multiples. Now, what are even and odd numbers? First, I would like to tell you, test of divisibility of the number depends on even and odd numbers. So, what is even number? If a number having 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 as its ones place, then the number is called an even number. For example, 1560, in this number its ones place is 0. So 1560 is an even number. Now what is odd number? If a number having 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 at its ones place, then the number is called an odd number. For example, 5473, in this number its ones place is 3. So 5473 is an odd number. Hope you all understood all the topics clearly. Now you can solve the problems in your book. That's all for today. Thank you.